Hi fans of high quality entertainment. Now, usually I do this series where I just, without looking, I grab 10 or 12 CDs from my CD collection, and then I edit the video, I take a look at them, and I put them in order from my least favorite to my favorite, and I do a little mini review. This time, I'm going to just choose 12 different CDs and rank them from least favorite to favorite. You know, the only difference now is I'm knowing which CDs I'm picking. I've had a bit of wine, by the way. Oh. I'm okay. I just slipped. So here we go. Do. That's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. 11. 12. All right. So these are the albums I picked. I think I basically like them all, but some more than others. So the ones I picked were David Bowie, Low, Nectar, Down to Earth, Yes, The Ladder, Neil Young, Trans, Talking Heads, Fear of Music, Sparks, Pulling Rabbits Out of a Hat, Queen, Innuendo, Paul McCartney, Flaming Pie, Cheap Trick, their debut album, Captain Beefheart, Strictly Personal, Electric Light Orchestra 2, and Creedence Clearwater Revival, Mardi Gras. So I'll pause the video and I'll rank them from my least favorite to my favorite and give you a little mini review. And also let me know if you like this idea more than me, you know, because sometimes when I grab certain CDs I might not even have played them for quite a while, and maybe this is a better idea to do. So I'll be back. All right, that was actually, I think it's easier when I'm just randomly picking CDs. This way, you know, like I said, I picked mostly albums that I really like. And so it took me a little longer to put them in order, except for maybe a couple of them. So number 12, as much as I'm a huge fan of Captain Beefheart, number 12 is Strictly Personal. Sorry for being personal, but yeah, I've just never gotten into this album. It's too jammy or whatever, and kind of boring, and reminds me of my personality. So that's number 12. Number 11, I know this gets a lot of flack, and so, I think more than one person has mentioned having this as, you know, in the series, does this album suck? And I would say it doesn't suck, it's just not one of their best albums. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Mardi Gras, yeah, Someday Never Comes is a classic, and Sweet Hitchhiker is great. I even love the Stu Cook song Door to Door. Hello Mary Lou's okay. So yeah, there's some mediocre songs on here and even some bad ones. But overall, it's still an okay album. It's number 11. Now, all of the rest of these are really good. I'm going to switch these around. I'm kind of going by what what I would want to play. So number 10, I rarely play albums by Queen, and I've got their whole discography with Freddie Mercury. So number 10 is Innuendo, but I still think it's one of my favorite Queen albums along with Jazz. The only song I'm not big on is All God's People. Ride the Wild Wind is very underrated. I love that. And then, These Are the Days of Our Lives, The Show Must Go On. Innuendo is awesome. I'm Going Slightly Mad. I even love Delilah. So yeah, I should rate these too. I apologize, I forgot. I would give this 5 out of 10. I would give this 6 out of 10. I would give this an 8 out of 10. Number 9, this album, the first few listens, it was one of my least favorite of this band. And just in the past few months, I've grown to actually really love it. It's not my favorite, but I really do love it a lot more now. The Ladder by Yes. Yeah. Homeworld is incredible. I've always loved that. The Messenger, New Language. I love Nine Voices, the final track. I would give this an 8.5. Number 8. So when this album came out, I liked it, but it was still a bit of a disappointment. And once again, just in the last few listens, I've grown to actually appreciate it a lot more than I did back in the day. Sparks, Pulling Rabbits Out of a Hat. I would give this an 8.5 also. Yeah. I think it's side 2 where I used to really not care for, but I like it a lot more now. And With All My Might, that should have been a hit single. A really nice, one of the few love songs that Sparks ever did. And Love Scenes is really catchy. The title song, Pulling Rabbits Out of a Hat, is great. A song that sings itself. Yep, 8.5. Number 7, and this was gifted to me. Thank you, whoever gifted it. So many fans. It is the debut album by Cheap Trick. This is probably their, not that I've heard all of the Cheap Trick albums, but this one is pretty heavy. And it includes my all-time favorite Cheap Trick song, The Ballad of TV Violence. I would give this a 9 out of 10. Number 6. One of my favorite albums by the Electric Light Orchestra, ELO 2. Yeah, along with El Dorado. At least, yeah, I guess I'll go with 9 out of 10, although it took a while to really appreciate all of the songs. But, you know what? No, I'm going to go with 10, because looking over the 5 songs, I think each one is excellent. So 10 out of 10. Number 5. Let me think this over. This is serious stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna have this at number 5. Neil Young Trance. I know some Neil Young fans don't like this. I bought it when it came out, and I loved it right away. Transformer Man, Computer Age, Computer Cowboy, Sample and Hold Like an Inca. And then there's a couple of, the only thing about it is there's a couple of kind of pop songs that don't really fit in with the rest of the music, but that's Neil Young for you. But the pop songs are still great too. Little Thing Called Love and yeah, Hold On to Your Love. 10 out of 10. I also love Landing on Water. So this was 5 and I've switched it to 4. David Bowie, Low. Just a perfect album. 10 out of 10. Okay, number 3. Possibly my favorite album by this band, but not that I've heard everything they've done yet, but there's a few of their albums I really love. They've become, in the last year, one of the bands that I've listened to the most. And this is Nectar with Down to Earth. And actually, the first few times I played it, it was more poppy. Not that there's not prog rock on it, but it was more of a poppy prog rock album. So it took a few listens to really get into. And now, like I said, it's probably my favorite of the ones I've heard. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Number 2, Paul McCartney, Flaming Pie. I recently did a video on this, and I've always really liked it a lot. But just in the last couple of listens, it's like I love it more than ever. I think the only thing against it is, a couple of songs could have made the album stronger if they were left off, but they're still enjoyable songs. Yeah, Used to Be Bad, and yeah, If You Want. But those two are good songs too, so pretty good. Number 1 is, and this week in the album exchange I'm reviewing more songs about buildings and food, but my favorite Talking Heads album is Fear of Music from 1980, I believe. And yeah, it's always been my favorite of theirs. So it's number 1. So 10 out of 10 for those last few. And yeah, even though, like I said, the Steve Miller song or two, they're not as strong as the other songs, overall, it's still a great listen and a 10 out of 10. So that's it. Let me know, what are some of your favorite albums that I just showed and which ones you don't care for, like Neil Young's Trance. You can just write, I hate trance. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.